New York Jets 27, Atlanta Falcons 24. Two teams I feel like I don't show enough love to here on the podcast. Love meaning attention, talking about them. I rewatched the game today. It wasn't one of the ones I happened to watch on Sunday, but after seeing the Jets take down the Falcons, I had to dive deep, see what actually happened. The Falcons. We'll start with Atlanta. I feel terrible. If you're a fan of the Atlanta Falcons, this is what I imagine. I imagine Falcons fans are trapped in hell. Genuinely might be the worst professional sports situation in the world. How is it possible that you're 4-8 when your offense is packed with stars? Top 5 running back Bijan Robinson, solidified number 1 receiver Drake London, who I know is injured, but you had him for the majority of the year. Good tight end Kyle Pitts. You've invested in your defense with the draft and free agency. You gave up your number 1 pick this season to go all in, and you're not coming close to the playoff picture. This has to be a coaching issue. It has to be. There's no other explanation to me. I don't think Michael Penix is a game changer, but he's definitely better than 4-8 or whatever record he finished with before going out and Kirk came in. And I'm not blaming Kirk for the game against the Jets. Look, they're paying him an absurd amount of money. He should be able to win these games, yeah, for sure. But this team just feels like a failed project, and it seems like all hope is lost, as it should be. Michael Penix has no faith in anybody to turn to support. Did you hear the question Michael Penix was asked about support within the organization? Michael Penix trusts nobody to support him in the organization. Not Kirk Cousins, not Raheem Morris, not Zach Robinson, nobody. He's all alone out there. I'm sure he has his boys. I'm sure Bijan, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, but you need a guy that can be there when you're knocked down. And Michael Penix just doesn't have that. And to me, that falls on the coaching staff. The Jets traded Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams, Tyrod Taylor was starting, and you lost to them. Jeez Louise, man. That's horrendous. Special teams was garbage as well. The fan base will start a riot if Raheem Morris is their head coach next season. I guarantee you. I've seen just outrage on social media, on Falcons pages, talking about Raheem Morris, saying, what's it going to take? At what point is enough enough? I think we're kind of reaching our breaking point. I think we've pulled the last straw a few times now. When's it going to happen? But hey, the Jets came out with a huge W. The Jets are 3-5. They've won 3 of their last 5. They're 3-2 in their last 5 games. Here's what I'll say about New York and the Jets, and their season has just been brutal. Right? You lost all your stars. You're packing on picks, getting ready for the future. You're still a terrible franchise. Nothing's changed. Besides week 1 looking like, hey, we got something rolling with Fields, it was not. You have Tyrod Taylor starting right now, but these last 5 weeks, the Jets are Aaron Glenn's team. Until further notice, the Jets are Aaron Glenn's team. They are 3-2 in their last 5 games. They traded away all their stars, and they still figured out a way to beat the Falcons. This franchise needs a culture changer. And there's no point in firing and hiring, in recycling head coaches, when it will always be the same output with this roster. Give Aaron Glenn a chance. Unless he embarrasses himself, which is extremely hard to do in New York, give him a few years to rebuild this thing and see what he's got. He did New York a favor taking this job. Arguably the least appealing job in all of sports, Aaron Glenn took. He's got nothing to work with, and he's always got a smile on his face. And I feel like these last 5 weeks have been enough to keep Aaron Glenn around for at least a few years. It was not Saleh that was the problem. It's not Aaron Glenn that's the problem. As a coach, you can only do so much with what you got. This is the question I'll ask. What if Aaron Glenn is the right coach? And they assemble all their picks and they develop? They could end up being a pretty good team. There's no point in moving on from Aaron Glenn. I don't know if they're thinking about it. I know a lot of people were calling him out when they were, losing 8 straight, 9 straight. The way I see things is this franchise has nowhere to go. You are rock bottom. Like, you cannot dig any further. So keep your head coach around. First-time head coach. He just won a great game against the Falcons with Tyrod Taylor and Adonai Mitchell. Like, look what he's working with. Nobody else is doing a better job. Not Andy Reid, not Sean McVay. I just don't think you can. The talent just isn't there. Give him a chance. I think this is his team.